Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I'm doing now is this giant tub, which is full of 4 different species of worms. I am slowly sifting this by hand and moving it over here because the castings are finished. But I personally like to air dry my castings. I know other people put them in dehydrators and do all kinds of things. Yeah, I don't know. I just do what's always worked for me. So basically, I take the layers off the top, and when the worms see the light, they go back down, and then I give them time. I go do something else, and then I just start putting it here. Now, these castings, as they dry, I'll start fluffing it. And then once they're dry, I put them through a sifter to get all the little bits of like oyster shell out and little bits of leaf litter as best as I can. But that's how I've always done it. It's a process, but it also gives me a chance to like watch your videos and watch documentaries in the background while I do this. I find it very satisfying, and I don't know, I just love it. So as I take the layers off, once I get worms, I see them, I take them and I throw them over here, and until I get to the bottom. Then I make fresh bedding over here, and this will all get blended in again together because this has all the microbes in it. So it's like starting out the bin again, like resetting it, but not in 100% sterile environment. So it gives them a head start is what I'm saying. And I don't know if I've ever told people this, but that's just how I've done it for years, and it works. So I hope you enjoy that tip. So here I am getting close to the bottom of the tub. So what I did was the side that was here, I divided it in half. I call this the meatloaf method because I kind of shape it like a meatloaf, and I just start taking off the top and the sides, and when I see worms I stop. Then I come to this one and I do the same, and by the time I'm done with this one, worms usually are diving here until I get to the bottom. I do leave like the worms and some of this because of what I previously told you, the microbes and everything. And then we start here from scratch. All right, I am at the bottom of this tub. I'm going to leave this much and this much, but let's flip it over and see what they look like. So here we have African night crawlers, Louisiana swamp worms, red wigglers, and European night crawlers. I do not have any blue worms in here. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh boy, look at them all. So they're all here. Look at them! How cool! Look at all the little springtails. They're everywhere. So now I'm going to take a coconut coir brick. I've either used coconut coir or peat moss. I have coconut coir right now, so that's what I'm using. I put it here. I started filling this a little with water. The coconut coir will like absorb all that, so, but don't put tons of water in here to where it'll flood these guys, because then they'll drown. Worms breathe through their skin. They're not like underwater creatures. And then we'll fluff it all up and surface feed and cover it and put a date on it, and that's it. That's basically how you start a worm bin. All right, guys, by the time you see this, I will be back from vacation. So let's see what's going on with these guys. So I left them paper, the coconut coir, and I put some straw at the top. Sometimes I like to give them straw, and look what happens. The straw starts to sprout. But when you see sprouts, you just throw them right back in. So let's check them out. Oh, they're doing great. Look at them. They're doing beautiful. I'm just going to give them a little mix here. So this is the bin where all 4 species live. African night crawlers, Europeans, Louisiana swamp worms, and red wigglers. There are no blue worms in here. And you see the paper at the bottom? They're starting to move in. So I kind of just go like that. And it's okay to leave them when you go on vacation. Just wet them before you leave or feed them. Cover them, leave a light on, and they'll be fine. When I got sick years ago, I didn't see my worms for more than a month. I thought for sure they were all dead, but they weren't. I mean, they were weak, but they made a comeback. Look at all the little springtails. Springtails are part of our natural worm bin. They're not going to bother anything. Now, there are moments where they're in abundance. And if you want to get rid of them, all you have to do is dry your bin out a little bit. But honestly, I've had springtails in my worm bins for years, and they're fine. So I'm just going to surface feed. So I will be making a video soon of making worm chow, because I need to stock up my worm chow for the winter. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. All right, let's check on the swamp worms and see what they're up to. So this bin, I almost lost it. I put a giant watermelon here in the middle, and it was the biggest challenge I think I've ever given these Louisiana swamp worms, and I did almost lose them. But as you can see, they're fine. They're making a comeback. Because guys, it almost went anaerobic, but it didn't. I caught it right on time. And look at them, they're doing fine. They handled it like champs. This is like a mango seed. Just put it right back. So sometimes I do that. I'll do experiments and then I'll be like, oh gosh, that was too much. Why did I do that? And then I hope nothing happens. But they're doing great. They're making a comeback. They ended up eating the entire watermelon. I did not remove it. I just started adding more bedding because on this side of the bin, it was like a literal swamp. So anyway, it's okay to experiment with your worms, but be warned, you never know what could happen. So if you haven't pressed that subscribe button yet, please do so. And we'll keep going here. So let's check on the African night crawlers. These guys go through carbon paper boxes, leaf litter, like you will not believe. And it's almost time for leaf litter here to start falling. And they get tons of it. But they love it. Look at them. They're beautiful. And they do well. So I'm just giving this fluff because I haven't seen them in like 2 days. But they're doing well. So we're going to surface feed them, put them to bed, and that'll be it. All right. So hopefully I'll be filming more. I went through a little phase there where I got like YouTube burnout. But I feel better about it now. People think that, oh, keep making videos, keep making a lot of them, you're going to make money. No, that's not how YouTube works. I make money by views. And honestly, these days, I make about $100 a month. And yes, I am grateful, but it's a lot of work, guys, to do the editing, uploading, and then thumbnails, and you know, it just is. I've always been honest with you, and I'm being honest. So this tub here has African night crawlers in it that I am starting to multiply. And look, they're doing fine. So I fed them the day before. I'm not going to feed them again. And these two here are red wigglers. And wow, they ate their food already. And I'm also starting to multiply these guys. So I'm going to surface feed them. So let's give them some worm chow on the surface. And let's cover them. And before you know it, there's going to be a lot of babies in here. Anyway, guys, press that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.